Welcome to Storyflix. In this video, we will explain Outback. This movie is based on a true story about a young American couple who finds themselves stranded in the Australian outback and must look for a way out. Will they find their way home? Let's find out on Outback. Outback begins with a scene in a busy airport. There was a woman named Lisa who was on vacation with her boyfriend, Wade. They are currently in Australia. But Wade looks angry and doesn't seem to want to talk much with Lisa. Lisa and Wade then headed to the car rental by taking a taxi. Once in his rental car, Wade, who still looked angry, threw a ring box into the car dashboard. Lisa asks Wade to keep the ring in a safe place, but it seems that Wade doesn't care about Lisa. Wade then used the GPS on his cell phone to find the place they were going to visit. Their journey began. It can be seen that Lisa really likes the strip. In every taper place, Lisa always gets out of the car and takes pictures with Wade. The two of them decided to go to a beach called Copacabana Beach. It can be seen that Wade and Lisa are enjoying their time at the beach, as if the annoyance that once existed just disappeared. Unfortunately, Wade's thigh was stung by a jellyfish, causing a wound there. Wade also became difficult to walk. That night while in the car, Lisa started looking for other tourist spots they wanted to visit. Lisa also found a photo of a unique tourist spot in Australia called Uluru, an ancient sandstone monolith in central Australia. However, according to the GPS on Wade's cell phone, it takes 32 hours to get to the Uluru tourist attraction. Finally, Wade and Lisa decided to visit the tourist spot. Day and night, they drive towards Uluru and only use GPS to guide them. Wade and Lisa stopped at a convenience store and bought gas supplies. There, they bought some food to take on their journey. That night the two of them stayed at a motel by the roadside. However, it can be seen that in the middle of his vacation, Wade still looks sad. It turned out that in his heart, he still harbored a sadness. Lisa can only try to persuade Wade, but Wade still looks annoyed whenever he thinks about the problem. Wade and Lisa continue their journey. All around them was a vast field. The signal on Lisa's cell phone began to disappear as they headed towards the middle of the continent of Australia. But Wade doesn't mind the signal because the GPS in his car can still be used. As long as they get a satellite signal, their GPS will still guide them all the way to Uluru. But the longer their journey, more problems began to arise. The GPS on the car has been rerouting many times and seems to have lost signal. Finally, they came out of the King's Path and entered the road filled with dirt around them. There was still a long way to go, and they still had not seen the end of the road. The GPS in his car started to lose its way, and it always asked Wade to turn the vehicle around. Finally, Wade couldn't rely on his GPS and immediately stopped the car. Wade then got out of the car and tried to find the end of the road, but there are lots of dangerous venomous animals. Wade then saw a hill in the distance. He was sure they could see the highway by climbing the hill. So Wade and Lisa then walked towards the hill in the distance. Evening approached, and they finally arrived at the hill. But up there, they couldn't see the street at all. After taking some pictures, the two got off the hill to rest in their car. But in the middle of the dark night, Wade and Lisa got lost. Now they couldn't find their car at all. But Lisa tells Wade that they will get further away from the car if they keep pushing. Moreover, their drink reserves have run out. First day. Wade and Lisa wake up in the middle of a dry field. Unfortunately, the wound on Wade's leg caused by the jellyfish sting was getting worse. Finally, the two forced themselves to walk for hours to find their car. But the longer they walked, the more lost they got. Now they were completely lost without drink or food. Night fell again, and the two decided to sleep and wait for the next day. But that night, Lisa did not notice a scorpion walking above her. The scorpion then went under Lisa's clothes. The second day. It turned out that Lisa was bitten by the scorpion and made her faint. Wade tried to wake Lisa, but she didn't budge. Lisa's face even looks pale. Wade, who panicked, immediately carried Lisa, even though he didn't have the energy to walk. Finally, Wade was unable to walk and placed Lisa's body near a hill of dirt. That afternoon, Wade saw a passing plane. He waved, trying to get the plane's attention. Unfortunately, the plane just flew away, not realizing the existence of Wade and Lisa. Wade then collects some stones and forms giant SOS letters. Wade then took a tree branch and went to look for his car while leaving a trail towards Lisa. Lisa woke up from her sleep. But she could feel an excruciating wound on her shoulder. It turned out that the wound from the scorpion's sting was already big. Wade manages to find the last place they slept and finds Lisa's bag. Wade started to pee in Lisa's bottle and drank some of it. He then immediately returned to Lisa's place while following the trail he made using a twig. Lisa, who couldn't find Wade, was so panicked that she went looking for her boyfriend. Wade, who came back, couldn't find Lisa. The two are now separated. The third day. Lisa woke up and she was so dehydrated. She began to suck the liquid from the vegetation around her. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Wade was already so thirsty that he drained all his urine. He continued on his way until he finally managed to find his car. Unfortunately, in the car, there was no food or drink left. And most of all, the car can't be started at all. It turns out that the car's lights were left on, so that now all the batteries are gone. At that time, Wade was determined to drink his car's wiper water, which was mixed with soap. Wade keeps forcing himself to drink so he can pee and collect his urine. That night, Lisa had lost hope. She recorded a video and said she loves Wade and is grateful that Wade has come into her life. The fourth day. Lisa was very tired. She even started licking rocks and eating any leaves she could find. Meanwhile, Wade's body was already very weak, but he forced himself to pee into the drink bottle as much as possible. But his condition got worse because he felt pain in his stomach. He even coughed and bled. Lisa is now unable to endure and is lying on a dry expanse of land. But that's when she realized she was lying on a line. Finally, Lisa followed the line and managed to find Wade, who was lying helpless. While holding the pain in his body, Wade asked Lisa to follow the line that he had made. He also asked Lisa to drink the urine that was deliberately stored for her. Wade then started having seizures, and Lisa knew that she was going to lose her boyfriend. Finally, Wade died, and Lisa could only cry by her boyfriend's side. Armed with Wade's urine, Lisa walked along the line until she managed to find their car. Unfortunately, there was a venomous snake in the car. Lisa tried to be calm and quickly got out of the car. Lisa took out the ring box that Wade threw in the dashboard of the car. Inside is a ring. Lisa then put on the ring. Night fell, and she could only lie in her solitude. She then started looking at photos of her and Wade on her cell phone. Finally, she played a video. In the video, Lisa is in the plane toilet. It turned out that on the plane to Australia, Wade proposed to Lisa in front of everyone, but Lisa rejected it. That's the reason Wade became disappointed and angry along the way. But actually, Lisa really loves Wade, even though she's still not ready to start a marriage. Sixth day. Lisa was already so dehydrated that she was unconscious. Then suddenly, a hand wrapped her arms around her and gave her a drink. Who would have thought that the man was Wade? But it turns out that Lisa is only having hallucinations because the figure is a woman. The woman turned out to be a farmer who saw the SOS sign made by Wade. Finally, Wade's body was flown to America and he was declared dead of kidney failure caused by drinking soapy water. Lisa then returned to America and now works as a nurse. This is the end of Wade's journey of true love for Lisa. Based on true stories.